Hi. It's that time of month. Like, what are you? Okay. Gonna ignore the cat. It's time for another one shot. And by that I mean monthly news on Jacob. Woo! Why is it a one shot? One, I'm too lazy to do editing. Two, I think it's better if you see this kind of like unedited, I guess. It makes it more authentic, if you will. So, if you notice, I have like a weird light, kind of. If you look at my hand, it's unnatural. It's because I got my Chromebook here. Could I just record this on my PC now that that's working again? Yes. Do I want to do that? Seriously, the way I get my phone to mount up there is I just use tape, and it's so annoying and infuriating, and also like the lighting over there isn't as good, I think. But monthly news on Jacob. So I'm gonna talk about this in kind of like three distinct sections. Okay. The last month in regards to YouTube, school, and just personal life. So let's start with YouTube, as that's some of the easier stuff for me to remember. um, I've been keeping up with like videos. I've been keeping up with the weekly shorts. It does get hard at times when I have various things happening, so it can be a little complicated figuring out when to record stuff. But I'm managing. Um, I have gotten some videos out. As you've seen, the PC coming back towards the back end of the month was a really big help. When was that? That was like the 20 something. Well, it's like it was like late October. Uh, I'm trying to figure this out. It is completely unnecessary to figure this out right flipping now. Uh, I'm just looking for the Wednesday. Oh, okay, found it. It was the 16th. So about halfway through the month. Uh, I got. I'm gonna confess. I barely did any work with the film prop lately. I haven't like updated it since whenever around the time I got the Miles Morales video. Uh okay, I got the Miles Morales stuff done the 15th. So the last time I did the film prop was probably like the 12th or 13th or something like that. Look, I've been busy, I've been stressed, I haven't been wanting to work on it. I did spend a lot of time this month working on my secret video in the works, which it's not going to be secret for much longer, hopefully. Oh dear goodness. I started. I'm gonna adjust the camera angle so I can lean back a little bit. I started work on this video, right? This video essay that I think is gonna be really fun, cause I love the concept of it. I think I just underestimated how much work goes into a video essay. There is so much. And when I tell you, I'm on page 6 of writing this and somehow still nowhere near done, it's not fun. Especially when you're hand writing it and then you have to take, well, I'm just gonna reach over here because this is the Miles Morales sheet, and you can't flip and manage anything because you're gonna have to translate your chicken scratch into Google Docs. Oh, it's so annoying. I have my water over here. I'm just gonna be like, praise the Lord for water. No, that is not a Stanley. Ugh. But YouTube's been going pretty well. I've gotten some more traction on videos. You know, I got some stuff with 500 views somehow. I think that was last month though, so... Actually, no, that was this month. That was this month somehow. Sorry, I'm like adjusting the mask. It doesn't like to stay in place when you're shifting your face a lot to talk, and I'm trying to be able to see, but right now my eyes are like here, and I can't really see. I like this mask a lot better than the other one though. It conforms to my face shape a heck of a lot better. Like, it doesn't look as ugly. It's also based on, what would that be, like my third favorite Spider-Man suit, live action? No, actually, no, fourth, because it goes, for me, TASM 2, No Way Home Final Swing, TASM 1, Raimi. This is, my costume is based on the Raimi. Anyways, YouTube's been doing pretty well. I do have some video ideas, don't worry. I want to get some VR stuff eventually. You know, it's a lot easier now that we actually got everything out of the living room. There was a lot of bins and boxes in the living room while we were setting up for Christmas. Which this is my reminder to you, happy November. Other than this video coming out, sometime? I don't know when I'm gonna schedule this. I'm literally doing this on the spot. It's not fun. But I want to get some VR stuff going eventually. I do think it's currently Friday, November 1st, as of recording. So tomorrow morning, I think I'm going to get started on the Minecraft stuff. I did get a couple... Can I point? Thank you. I did get a couple responses. I got one comment, I think, saying, yeah, do it. And my friend who doesn't have a YouTube account told me, yeah, dude, do it. It'd be super cool. So now I just need to figure out what mods I want to run and how many questions I want to answer and what I want to talk about. Because I did try recording it once and I ended up talking about Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark for like 40 minutes. I know what I like, okay? Chill. That was also an hour-long recording. Any hoozles. YouTube's been going pretty well. Got a lot of stuff in the works. Got some ideas in the old think tank. But I'm currently under like a whole lot of stress that I'll get to when I get to the personal stuff. Because this month, has been a lot personally. So let's talk school. Yeah. Pardon my vocal cords. School's been going well. At some point in October, about midway through, I think it was like this week. Yeah. This week that I was talking about, the October 16th when I got my PC fixed. We ended first quarter, so ended that with only 2 A's, which is bad for me. I usually get all A pluses. Someone's gonna comment right now. I'm calling it. Someone's commenting right now. You're complaining about not getting A pluses, my guy. I'm failing everything right now. I'm calling it right now. If that's you, please finish what you're writing and then add at the bottom. Just add at the end. Dear goodness, please stop calling me out or something like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, first quarter ended. It was nice to have some days that were a lot shorter. The Tuesday the 15th, we got out at 1:00, and it was heavenly. I mean, I had like nothing to do because my PC was still toast. We had stuff, so I couldn't do VR. I didn't want to set up the Wii, and then I ended up setting the Wii up a couple days later. And yeah, things are but we had a day off, and it was just I got a full day to just kick back and play video games on my newly functioning PC. And then there's something that happened that day that's personal, that's just like, praise the Lord. Back to actual school stuff though. We started quarter two. Quarter two's going well so far. I think I have all A pluses, but that's because he hasn't entered the speech grades yet. Once he enters the speech grades, my grade is going down to an A. Probably. I'm not great at speaking, okay? I don't know if you can tell from the video. I'm not great at speaking. So, but I did have some good speeches. Okay? I had a great speech this month on Sony and how much Sony is not good. And then I had a speech selling lightsabers. Yeah, I'm having fun here. We are doing a mock trial right now. I got selected to be the wonderful role of prosecution lawyer, which basically means I get to sit there and yell, "He's guilty." That's not what I do at all. But it'd be funny. The entire time when we were told, like, you're doing a mock trial, here's a bunch of vocab you'll need to know, here's a bunch of objection types that you're going to be screaming out at people. The entire time, I was looking at my friends, just like, Your Honor, I plead nuh-uh. And, objection, Your Honor, nuh-uh. Yeah, I was in a real nuh-uh attitude. All my other classes are going well, though. I had to give a presentation in Spanish that I think went really well. And I want to say that's really all that's kind of notable from school over the last month, without going into the personal stuff. So, personal stuff. Ha cha cha. This month, can I just preface this with this really quick? Really flipping quickly. This month has been a lot. Like, I can't tell when stuff ends and when new stuff begins. Because, like, all my entries for October involve some crazy personal crap. Okay, well, a lot of them do. So I'm just gonna scroll through some of these and just talk about things as they come up. There's gonna be no order. I'm just going because otherwise I'm not gonna remember any of this. Would have been 1 second here. Would it have been smarter to outline this beforehand? Yes, I will concede you that. But I don't think I just do sometimes. Well, let's get into this. Doobie doobie doo ba. So I lead a group of 6th graders at my church. That's kind of going well. We had a retreat this month. It was like October 5th. And it was entertaining at the very least. It was fun. I'll give it that. It was quite fun. And I got to bond with some of the kids. So I'm not mad. The retreat was quite interesting. Where is my mouse? Dude, I can't flip and see my mouse because it wants me to edit everything. Saturday started where things kind of got chaotic. So as I mentioned, I had the 6th grade retreat that day, and that was kind of fun. After that, we had a concert, the For King and Country concert, which was really fun. I love For King and Country. If you haven't listened to For King and Country, I highly recommend you do. They have so much good music. It's truly amazing. But as some of you know, if you've been keeping up with my videos, I guess, or you know me personally, you know I've been going through some stuff with the lady folk. I've been trying to move on from my crush, who I liked for 6 months and got like really obsessive with. I was trying to move on, and things weren't going as fast as I wanted them to. Then this night at the concert, I saw my crush. She was actually working for Compassion International, which is really cool, if you ask me. But I saw her, and it just kind of changed my tone for the back half of that night. Well, the back half of the concert, I guess. And it kind of took me down again, you know? To quote, I gave up on September 18th or 19th, and I've been going strong for about 2 weeks, but now I'm having second thoughts. God hasn't made anything clear, so I'm just right back to where I was 3 weeks ago. Confused, anxious, and stressed, all about MJ. I'm going to use the abbreviation, even though the MJ nickname doesn't really hold up to what it originally stood for me. But this just kind of set me up for a kind of not great, like, couple days. Saturday and Sunday were just a lot of like just thinking about her, and that isn't where I really wanted to be. It was I it like I hadn't been doing great mentally. Just to preface, this just took everything further down the nosedive. To quote from October 6th, uh, I don't like being constantly on edge. I feel like some form of the Venom symbiote has attached itself to me and is bringing out my worst qualities. As y'all know, hopefully, the Venom symbiote attaches itself to Peter and kind of brings out his negative emotions like anger and rage. I feel like that's what was happening with me, and it was just not great. So, the next day, we're sitting in chaplain chat at school. My friend Colby I think Colby gave his message this day, right? I have no idea. But I just broke down crying. Like, I was so stressed with, like, all the MJ stuff. And thank the Lord for my friend. I don't know if I said his name already. I'll just call him Link. Thank the Lord for Link, man. He was like, hey, if you want to talk about it, just let me know. And I was just like, yes, please, let's talk about it. So that night he called me. We talked for like a solid hour. I think it was an hour 15. Just about girls and everything going on with that. So yeah, I just got a lot of stuff off my chest. I felt a lot better for like the rest of the time, for a lot of the rest of the month, just because I had gotten a lot of that off my chest, and he had helped me figure out where to kind of go with this. I had talked about it with my counselor, and everything just kind of lightened out. I forgot to mention this during the school section, so I'm just going to insert it right now. I took the PSAT because it's required at my school, and I got a 1280, 1280, which apparently is pretty good. I have no idea. All I know is I have messages from Harvard, and I don't care. Oh my goodness, that's a short entry. It's literally 4 lines. Oh yay! I just read the opening words to this entry, and I was like, oh yeah, this happened. So if you remember, what I said like 2 minutes ago, I was having some issues with my past crush MJ. Yeah, this was a crush. So I had a dream about dating one of my older crushes, who also goes to my school. I call her, I think, in my weird Spider-Man parody of everything, uh, she became Liz Allen. Don't ask me how or why I come up with these. I have to stop doing it outside of like MJ. That's it. Because otherwise it just gets complicated. But that's a whole video for another day. Let me know if you want to see how to relate everything to Spider-Man. So, this girl, Liz, I liked her for 2 months. back in ninth grade, 2020. Was this 23? I think this was 2023. I don't know anymore. This is 2024. Yeah, it would have been 2023, I think. I liked her for 2 months. And that was just kind of the end of it. And then I had a dream about dating her, and I was like, okay. The same thing happened with MJ, by the way. Back in March of this year, I had a dream about dating her, and then that spawned 6 months of emotional turmoil and pain. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't just rush into this, you know? So I spent like a solid like week just like praying about it, like, Lord, where do you want me to go with this? I never got a concise answer. So I was just like, okay, I think that's just kind of the end of it. But that was a big thing. I was thinking about it constantly for like a week. So yeah, my friends and I started doing a like a prayer thing every Friday. We didn't do it today, sadly, because people are busy. But we started doing this thing where we like get together, just the group of us, and we every other time we do it, we do like a prayer, just like a how are you doing? How can we pray for you? And then we do the other times we'll do like a Bible study. We haven't started the Bible study yet, sadly. This one here specifically is a excuse me, one of the prayer things that got like really heated. Friend of mine, we'll call him Arsenal, was just attacking Link on like 5 bajillion different grounds. It was chaotic. But we went to the football game that night, and I talked about this in a short, and we won 48-0. But I got some great, like, I don't really care about the score as much. I don't care that we won the game. It doesn't matter. We immediately lost districts. But I got some great pictures of the gang. Some of my favorite pictures that I have now, especially now that we've become such close friends with one of those people who I took a lot of pictures with. She's amazing. Okay, if she's watching this right now, hi. Her, I don't have a nickname for her yet. She's a little newer to the group, so we're just I'm trying to be nice with her, you know, we're having our fun. But her initials are actually MJ, so MJS, if you're seeing this, hi, you might be my new bestie. Well, we had a lot of fun that night. MJS and I were just acting like we were incredibly like loose in our minds the entire time. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it in like family friendly terms. we were just out of our minds, acting completely crazy. It was it was really fun. We've had a lot of references to that, just like, don't be like at the football game, and we're just like, make eye contact, got it. Do. Okay, this was a thing, worked on a video, blah blah blah. School crap. This was like the 12th. Nothing had been made clearer with girls. I already talked about the whole girl thing, so we'll just kind of skip over that. I made a new slang term of wasoup, a fusion of what's up and soup. I've always done that just for fun. I did one of my favorite comedy bits ever. Basically, Arsenal and Link were going head to head on a spiritual discussion about Harry Potter. And the rest of us were just kind of watching. Like, what the heck is going on? I just randomly texted, like, is anyone else getting McDonald's vibes? And Steam, another friend of mine, and MJS were like, huh? What the heck do you mean? What does McDonald's have to do with Harry Potter and spirituality? And I said, because I'm loving this. Huge reaction. Best bit I've ever done. I kid you not. It was amazing. I am so proud of that bit. I am so happy. It just made my day. It was stuff with MJ, not MJS, the other MJ. I know things get confusing. I'm sorry. I don't have a concise nickname for her yet, for MJS, and MJ is really the only thing I can call my crush, my ex crush. I need to specify my ex crush. Christmas stuff. Doobie dooba. I had no energy to do anything. Editing. Fixed my PC. Led my 6th grade group alone, but I actually had my mentor there, so it was perfectly fine. I'm sorry, this isn't the interesting part. I'll get to the interesting part once it's past, like, something. Hold on, I gotta go blow my nose real quick. Alright, the nose is blown, I can breathe again. Let's see, doobie dooba. My brother got injured in a football game. Pretty standard for him. That was also the one game I went to, and it was the one game they lost. Then we get to Friday, October 18th. This is the thing I was talking about having during that day off that just, like, made my day. To quote, I am screaming! I put, like, how many is that? 6? I think it's 6. Exclamation points. But that was when Marvel announced Marvel Spider-Man 2 PC, which I am excited for. Okay, did someone stop the... Okay, I gotta stop. Thank you. So I'm super excited for that. I probably won't post my playthrough to the channel because I haven't exactly worked out gaming videos yet. It's gonna be chaotic. So yeah. So okay, I'm gonna ask a quick a quick question here, and I want actual answers in the comments. So this was October 19th. I did some shenanigans, and I watched so Jurassic World has a TV show on Netflix, Chaos Theory, that came out over summer. Season 2 came out what was it? Was it the 18th or I think it was the 17th or the 18th it came out. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna watch it. It was 10 episodes and 23 minutes at 23 minutes per episode. So do the math. That's 230 minutes. I'm sorry, I'm Jazz. I know you don't like math. Divide that by 60. That's almost 4 hours. It's like 3 hours, 50 minutes. I say in here, 10 episodes at 23 minutes a piece is just sad. Or maybe it's sad that I binged the whole thing in one day, ? Which is it? Someone please tell me. I binged an entire season of a TV show in one day, and I felt nothing. I don't want to talk about that because that was like a misconception. I had to stay up late one night doing homework. Not fun. Don't wish to repeat it. Tuesday we had some shenanigans here that I'm not going to get into because it's totally irrelevant, totally redundant, not at all useful information, and it would take way too long to explain. I have other stuff I want to talk about, and we're at the 37-minute mark. You just check the video to make sure we're at the 37-minute mark. Thank you. Let's see. Oh. Wednesday the 23rd. I helped my ex-crush, which to me proved I still had feelings for her, I guess. But I also was just being nice. She walked in with crutches, and I helped her to move her stuff to her desk in English. I also got her a book. There's a cat under my bed right now. I just heard the jingle ball. So I got her a book, for the English book, because we have like textbooks. And I was like, I'm just being nice, Then we had a couple like eye contact moments, where you're sitting in class and you like make eye contact with that one person and you're just like goofing off, and then they're all like do weird hand motions back, and then you're like and then you go back to being nonchalant as your teacher stares at you like, what the fudge are you doing, mate? Everyone knows what I'm talking about, hopefully. But we had a couple of those moments, and that was when I was just like, do I still have feelings for her? I talked earlier about just like trying to move past my feelings for her. And this was like, do I still have something lingering? But I was just, I was getting ready for the retreat that weekend. Retreat was last weekend, by the way. Super fun. I'll get to it eventually. Overthinking MJ, I have noting here, talk about the PSAT, blah, 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 studying. Friday, October 25th was just a lot of stress for me. We did the group activity thing, and my friend Steam wanted to do just wanted to talk about stuff that he's been going through. with like how he wants the group to kind of go and like lead. It was a good speech, you know. But at the end of it, Arsenal was like super ticked off, like we were shutting him down and stuff. This was like right before this was the night before my retreat. I was like super stressed out. First, I had all the stuff with girls that was going on. I was overthinking stuff with Liz, MJ as well, and then tack on friend group potentially falling apart that I don't want to happen again. That's a giant wall of text. What the hey, Shea Azor Lakim Elohim. My friend, because Arsenal's really into Hebrew, cursing the devil and stuff. Retreat. I'm gonna skip over a lot of it because a lot of the information in here is just kind of not really worth noting, other than just like here's a description of my day. But it was really fun. My friend and I brought our lightsabers and we dueled once it got dark out, which was really fun. And I just had a lot of fun. You know, I made 2 friends, both of which are incredibly imperative to something that happened later. I'm trying to think of code names I can give them right now. We'll come back to it. Actually, no. I'll tell the story here. So, basically, me and my friend, we'll call him Steven because he's Asian, and that's the only other Asian I know. Steven, don't call me racist, please. We were just having fun before dinner, and a group of girls came in to play pool, and they asked Steven to play. He was like, okay, whatever. So he just joined in, and I'm actually really good at pool. I played him in pool a couple times beforehand, before they came in. Completely wiped his butt. But that's just for me to say I'm good at pool. But none of these girls knew how to play pool. It was a 2v2, and Steven was the only one who knew how to play. So I came in, I was just like, hey, here's some basic pointers. Here's how you hold the cue. You want to aim for the ball like here. And there was just this one specific girl I was helping. We'll call her Edition. This is the best my brain can think of at 7:09 p.m. I'm kind of toast right now. So I was giving Edition some pointers, and she was just like, "Oh, thank you." And she and Steven ended up winning the game, and she was just like, "Thank you, Jacob. Your help is greatly appreciated. I cannot thank you enough." I'm like, "Hey, it's no problem. I'm just helping out where I can." Then during dinner, she called out to me like 50 times, like, "Hi, Jacob." Just like waving at me. It was really nice, and it was kind of cute. I also met up with one of my co-junior shepherds from VBS, which I'm actually wearing the shirt today. I'm not even gonna give her name because she's kind of irrelevant and everything right now. But she was there. We talked a bit. She was friends with Edition, so yay. Interwoven connections. We just kind of spent the night. Steven, Edition, me, and we'll call him Mark. Why? Because I don't care. The connections between these names is all in my brain, and you don't know anything unless you know me. and the people I'm referring to. Hi. There's a cat here. I'm gonna grab the cat for the video. This is Olive. She is the devil incarnate. Go do your thing. Go. She's gonna walk into frame. I guarantee it. At some point, I guarantee it. But we all just kind of had our fun that night. Steven and I spared some girls from the torture boys. We impressed a lot of people with our lightsabers. They wanted to do lightsaber things with them. We allowed them. It was really nice getting to just like, okay, she did not walk in the frame because she ran away. It was really nice getting to make people's days with that. But that night, you know, I'd gone in with like girl drama, and I came out with even more girl drama. Woo! Can I get an amen for drama? But I was just, I walked out like, I think I have feelings for her. I don't know. I sorted it out eventually. I do have feelings for her. But more on that in a moment. Let's see if anything else happens. Let's see. Yeah, here, Monday the 28th. This was earlier this week, by the way. I helped MJ, and I'm like, I still have lingering feelings for her. And I'm now developing feelings for Addition, and those feelings are conflicting. And then I went to a separate document Monday night and just kind of wrote out everything on my brain. Lingering feelings, new feelings. What else coming up? My goodness, we're at 47 minutes, and this is only going to get longer. Tuesday, I woke up with just a pep in my step, bro. I was just like elated. I knew I had stuff, okay? That stuff was making me excited. This is where the real interesting stuff gets. This is where the stuff really gets interesting. I can't phrase anything because I don't know English anymore. Monday night, I basically was like, I was praying, you know, what do I do with Addition? What should I do here? Lord was like, what if you, insignificant little Spider-Man, what if you just went in and remember how you failed all your past crushes? What if you just did the exact opposite? And I was like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. So I woke up Tuesday and I was just like, all right, I've got a plan. I'm going to tell Addition how I feel. Because that's something I have never done before, at least this early in the crush. Yeah, I was like super hyped up. It was crazy. I was like, boys, I got a plan. MJS was like, all right, I'm going to be there with you Wednesday night. I'm going to help you out however I can. I'm like, thank you for the moral support. Let's do this, sister. Excuse me. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Also, Tuesday was the day I got my my Spider-Man suit. Made a short about it. It's quite interesting, actually. Anyways, yeah, documented the plan in the separate document. Then things got crazy First of all, it was downpouring all of Wednesday afternoon. Like, literally, I was driving home from school, and we started hydroplaning on the interstate. It was wacky. So, church then, it's still raining, but not as hard. I'm chilling with, I invited MJS because it's a worship night. I was just like, hey, you want to come have some fun? She was like, sure. So, she shows up at my church, and we're just like, okay. I'm just spending the whole night, like, where's Edition? Where's Edition? She found it, like, super cute that I was just, like, constantly looking around for her. She, like, anytime she'd see me, like, looking around the room, she'd just look up at me, like, you can't see my face right now, but she'd just, like, look at me with a big smile and just be like, and then I'd be like, shut up, MJS. And she was like, hey, you'll find her eventually, right? So we go out from worship, and I'm just like, all right, well, here we are. So we go to the snack area, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go try and find her. And she's like, all right, do you have anything that I can use to help you? I'm like, here's a blurry picture. Because we had a picture of all of us wearing our retreat shirts. And actually, she was, like, right in front of me for the picture. I did not know at the time. Until I looked back, and she was like, oh, okay. So, little did I know, like, literally 2 diet tables, like, 1 table down, 2 over. She's right flipping there. You can't make this up. And MJS was like, is that her? I think that's her. And I'm like, I have no idea, okay? I knew her for like a day, if even. And she's like, I think, we walked around, she's like, I think that's her. Then suddenly, Junior Shepherd girl, was like, oh, hey, it's Jacob, hey. And I was just like, oh, hi, I know you. And then Edition stood up and was like, Jacob! No, you can't see me. She just stood up and was like, Jacob! This guy's my bestie. This is my bestie right here, Jacob. I'm like, hi. So I introduced MJS and Edition. I introduced MJS as a friend. Because apparently, like, when you have close female friends, people tend to think you're dating. Can't people just have close female friends? I tell you, like, all of my best friends have been female, so. Anyways, I was going to tell her there. I had it. The words were in the back of my throat, and I was just like, my throat just closed up, and I walked away. I was like kicking myself, like, come on, Jacob, come on, you can tell her. MJS was like, hey, you got this, We sit down at the table again. I'm like stressing myself out to the nines. I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything. And so I was just like, this could go like one of 50 billion different ways. I don't know. What if she says no? What if blah, 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 blah. I was just getting in my own head. I started like tearing up, like, dude, I can't do this right now. She was like, hey, MJS was just like, hey, you got this, from what you've told me and the way you interacted there, it seems like she likes you. She's a sweet girl. You've got this. I'm like, okay. But I needed to, like, just get a break from all this. So I spotted Mark, and I was just like, oh, hey, it's Mark. Okay, MJS, I'm going to go talk to Mark. And she's like, okay, I'll just be here if you need me. I'm like, thank you for being here, MJS. So I go over and talk to Mark. I'm like, yo, Mark, how's it going? He's like, oh, it's good, I'm like, listen, I'm going to tell Edition I like her. And he's like, oh, I'm going to tell her you like her. I'm like, dude, actually, please do that for me. It would be so helpful if you just told her how I feel. And he's like, wait, what? So, we were just talking about this, and he, without even me noticing, just like motioned her over. And she comes over and is like, hey, what's going on? And Mark just goes, yeah, he likes you. And I'm just like, thanks. And she's like, and I'm like, so I guess the beans are spilled. I have a crush on you. And she's like, wait, you like me? I'm like, yes. She was like, the word I keep using for this is, I didn't put it in this one, but she was like flabbergasted. She was just like confused, like, how do you have a crush on me? What, how? But she asked if she could have some time to think about it. I was like, yeah, sure, take all the time you need. So then MJS, Mark, and I were just like chilling the rest of the night, like, I wonder when she'll come back. Because, girls tend to go off and confer with the hive mind. Edition, if you are seeing this, I mean no disrespect. She just like, she went to go talk with her friends about this, and I was expecting her to come back, We all, MJS, Mark, and I were all just like, when's she gonna come back? She didn't come back. It was unfortunate. I'm trying not to cry right now, because I've been crying myself to sleep the last 2 nights. It's not going well. She just didn't come back. And, I'm a textbook overthinker. So I'm like stressing this out, like, oh dear goodness, does this mean something? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I get plus 1 week of anxiety, confusion, and sadness. And MJS is like, dude, I'm in the same boat right now. Like, this happening right here, this is stressing me out. So MJS and I are just on the struggle bus now. She's going through some of her own stuff. I just ask that you pray for her. She's doing her own thing, but she's still a really close friend. And, it sucks to see her going through some bad times. But we were both just like, well, we'll see how this goes. And Mark was just like, yeah, I really hope things work out with this. MJS has been telling me, like, I've been stressing out about this for the last, how long has it been? 2 days. MJS has been telling me just like, hey, stop with, like, I was in study hall today, and I was just like, if like I was going on about this, I was just talking like if, and she's like, hey, just stop it with the ifs, okay? Things are gonna work out, right? You just gotta wait. I'm like, yeah, I know, but just, it's really stressing me out. I ask that you pray for me, because things aren't going so hot. We're at the 59-minute mark. My goodness. So I just haven't been doing so great in processing this. I haven't been myself. And until I get any kind of a definitive answer, which isn't going to be until next Wednesday, so like 5 days, I'm just going to kind of be not your typical everyday Jacob. Which is unfortunate for like everyone else, but I'm going through some stuff, you know? This is like the last thing I'm gonna I'm talking about, by the way, so you can just be prepared to click off here in a bit. But I was just like, I don't know. I like I don't know. I don't even know how to describe this. It's just been living pain for me. My friends are trying to be like supportive about this. I'm just like, nothing can really be certain until Wednesday. Even then, I have to get a response. So yeah, that about sums up my October. Yeah, things are looking up, looking down, looking really just all around. And, like I said, next Wednesday, like this upcoming Wednesday, is either going to be like the best day, like one of the best days for me, or just sheer agony. And all of that's going to, I'm gonna make a bold prediction here. I'll probably make some posts confirming or denying the legitimacy of this statement, but I'm predicting that Wednesday is going to be a day of just a knot in my stomach the whole day. I'm not going to be able to eat anything. I'm going to be like super stressed out. Like I can feel my throat closing just talking about it. Like I feel like I'm going to throw up. Then Thursday's either going to be a lot like this Thursday was, where I'm just like moping on the verge of tears, just like, oh dear goodness, please don't anyone talk to me. Or bouncing off the walls, just absolutely elated. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it through to the end, let me know. I am. It feels kind of good to get some of this like off my chest. So, all right. I'm probably gonna record this week short here now or something. I don't know. It's 7:30. It's past my bedtime. There's a cat like scaling everything. I bid you adieu. That's French, I think. I don't know. All right. Bye.